Well, Rob, first of all, I'd imagine you've probably got mixed feelings for that. You want the 3 points, but you got a point and your side came back twice. How would you assess the performance today?
Well, I thought it was a bit fluctuating. At times we did some really good stuff, at times not so great. But ultimately, I think one of the things I'm really proud of is the character within the team. And they've once again shown that. After going 1 down, we came back 1-1 and then another unfortunate goal and then came back for 2-2. So generally, you know, we're a team with resilience, and that's a very important factor.
What about you, Ollie, from your perspective on the field? It was another hot day, but good conditions in terms of the pitch. How would you assess the side's performance? Making a step up or sort of similar to where you were at?
Yeah, similar to what Rob said, I think. Very much a game in 2 halves, and by virtue of that, definitely moments at both ends of the spectrum, moments of immense quality on the part of Jacob playing with Ryan finishing right after the restart, and then other moments where we've had lapses and essentially conceded off 2 set pieces. So I think not necessarily any better in certain moments, but at the same time we're still coming together, we're still getting more familiar with one another, and I think there's a lot of good positives to take away from that side of thing as well. And for those who came in and got more minutes than they had done previously, I think they've actually asserted themselves and gelled into the group quite nicely as well. So.
Rob, Ryan's become a bit of a talisman for the side. He's certainly scoring the goals and regularly, and you needed him today.
Yeah, for sure. You know, in fairness, I do think there's goals across a number of players, if I'm candid. But you know, without putting the whole responsibility on Ryan. But obviously he came on and 2 excellent finishes. And in fairness, you know, we looked quite dangerous with his introduction. And it actually, now and again, freed up other people for opportunities. So we did have quite a number of opportunities there. And the final ball was a lot better. Than I think we've improved that in that area. And so I'm generally, really pleased with the sort of attacking side. And I think defensively we did okay. But Ryan definitely gives us something.
In a few days' time, you play Auckland FC, a rematch of that opening match where you lost 3-0 at Eden Park in your very first game. So you've now played 6 matches as a team. How would you assess, the improvement from, say, that opening day? How much have you improved since that opening day, do you think?
Well, it's quite hard to put a number on that, but ultimately we have made steps, so we're much more consistent in possession and a bit more unified and consolidated in defence. And so we have made progress. So I think it'll be it was a reasonably close game where they scored 2 late goals, but I think we'll be able to compete with them, and so it'll be a very close game.
And what about you, Ollie? Is it because it's the Kiwi derby, a bit of a revenge on your mind? I think you've got some family and friends who've probably travelled over from the South Island to be here for this leg. I imagine there's a lot to play for and some bragging rights among players.
Yeah, I mean, that's always there. I mean, football's a pretty small community in general, and I think it's a game that all of us will be up for. But I'd like to think that as a group, we are just as committed to each game that we'll be playing in. And of course, the occasion is quite fun. Bragging rights, awesome. But at the end of the day, we still have to stay in our own space and do our jobs first. And I don't think that'll change. And I think we'll be in a better stead to compete for 90 minutes rather than capitulating with 5-10 minutes to go. If that makes sense.
Fantastic. Thanks, guys.